What's going on, guys? On today's episode of From the Red Carpet, we have a casting update for Fantastic Four and Superman Legacy, and also some crazy news regarding Scream 7. Is it in jeopardy? Will it still happen? I don't know. So, let's dive right in. Thor 5 is officially in development at Marvel Studios. Despite many fans being excited to see the God of Thunder at it yet again, I wholeheartedly ask, why? Every hero in the MCU gets a trilogy. Taika Waititi messed that up by making Thor Love and Thunder, which wasn't a horrible movie, but did it really need to happen? Really? He just used Lady Thor and Gore the God Butcher as an excuse to make another one. Be that as it may, according to sources, Marvel Studios is currently looking for a new director due to Waititi apparently not being tied to the film all of a sudden. Good, maybe that means they'll scrap it like they did with Vision Quest and Wonder Man. Anyway, the fifth Thor film is going to see Thor face off against Hercules, who debuted at the end of Love and Thunder. There isn't any other info at this time. Finally, after waiting and waiting, a confirmed Fantastic Four cast is here. For months and months now, we've heard everyone from Adam Driver to Matt Smith as Reed Richards, and the same goes for Sue, Johnny, and Ben. Well now, it's been made official. Pedro Pascal has been cast as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach as Ben Grimm. Right before the writer's strike, Marvel Studios had actors fly to London to do screen tests for Mr. Fantastic. Jamie Dornan and some others were among the actors that took part in the screen test, but it didn't go well. Then Marvel came to the conclusion that they needed a bigger name, and thus Pedro Pascal. As far as Galactus goes, apparently now they're looking at Javier Bardem to play the villain instead of Antonio Banderas. It hasn't been mentioned why. Maybe Bardem was their original first choice, but I don't know. Anyway, we finally have our cast, and that's exciting. Venom 3 has a new member added to the cast. In addition to Tom Hardy, Stephen Graham, and Michelle Williams all reprising their roles, actress Juno Temple has been added to the cast. While her role is being kept under wraps, it's speculated that she might be playing Scream, a yellow female symbiote, and that would be awesome. There's another film being tied to Matt Reeves' Batman universe. So, along with the Batman, its upcoming sequel, and the Penguin spin-off series that we'll get eventually, it's been reported that one of Batman's Rogues Gallery will be getting their own film. Jonathan Crane, aka Scarecrow, is set to get his own film that will tie directly into the Batman. There isn't much known about the cast or plot, but it could be cool to see a grounded take on him other than the Dark Knight version. I'm kind of picturing something like the Injustice one, maybe. We have a Green Lantern project headed to the DCU. So, after we get Superman Legacy and Batman Brave and the Bold, we'll be getting a Green Lantern film. And even though Nathan Fillion is set to play the hero in Superman Legacy, it's been reported that Channing Tatum is in the lead to play him. That's all I know for now. The only reason I can guess there are two different actors playing him is possibly due to two different Green Lanterns. Maybe we'll get both Hal Jordan and Kyle Rayner, but I guess we'll have to see. Speaking of Superman Legacy, it too has a new cast member. The list of heroes and villains in this one is pretty big. Joining the cast as of late is Maria Gabriela de Faria, who will be playing the engineer in the film. In the comics, Dr. Angela Spica began studying nanotechnology as a young child. Later on, she befriended a superhero named the Engineer, who was powered by nanotech. After his death, she replaced her own blood with liquid metal that was made from the nanotech. This allowed her to coat her body in metal at will and create various objects like weapons and other things. She could even survive in other atmospheres and clone herself. So it'll be interesting to see the live-action version of the character in the film. Lastly, not good news for Scream 7. As I'm sure you've all have heard by now, Melissa Barrera just got fired by Spyglass due to some comments she made on social media recently. I won't get into grave detail about what she said, but it was along the lines of Gaza being a concentration camp and something about ethnic cleansing. So apparently it wasn't what Spyglass wanted to hear, and they dropped her like a bad habit. That really sucks though, because her character Sam was probably going to have a huge role in the 7th film, and was pretty much the main character of the new trilogy. But that's not all. Following that, Jenna Ortega, who plays her sister in the movies, has backed out of Screen 7 due to a scheduling conflict. Apparently, the second season of Wednesday is set to start filming around the same time as Screen 7. So she opted to do Wednesday instead. This means that they'll have to reevaluate what to do with the plot of the movie overall. And all that I can really say about a new plot is that they plan on bringing back Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox as Sydney and Gale. But who knows if Neve will even want to do it. So far, it looks like Scream 7 is dead in the water. Well, guys, that does it for this episode of From the Red Carpet. If you like the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. And with that, I'll see you on the next one.